Have you ever wanted your eyelids to glow, to look like they're glowing from the inside out? Like a sparkler frozen mid burst? That's what Tucana does. It's a sparkle bomb. It's packed with micro sparks that shift between a juicy transition of pink and molten orange. It has a really pretty glow to it. And today she's covering my entire eyelid. One eye is already finished, so you can see where this is headed. So you know what that means. Today is one eye done, one eye to go. We're going to go step by step with Tucana all over the lid, and then Karma smudged black in the waterline, and Penelope, it's a soft pastel haze underneath. 3 shades, again, maximum drama. And I'm curious, would you go full sparkle across your lid like this, or would you keep it just as an accent color? Drop your comment down below, because I love seeing how different people would wear the same shade on their eyelids. I think it's so fun to see. So what we're going to do is I'm going to tell you what is on the rest of my face. So I have, for my base, my foundation, it is the Photo Focus foundation in Desert Beige. That's the color that I currently am now. And on my face, I don't wear blush often, and I don't wear highlighter often. But when I do wear highlighter, I do have some favorites from Devinah, obviously. Fun Dip is one, so is Ozma. I'm going to do a highlighter video showcasing the highlighters that we have pretty soon. But I always wear bronzer. Anytime I am wearing makeup, bronzer is part of my routine, just like mascara is. So in this look and pretty much every look that I do, I am wearing Havila, which is this one here. This is Fun Dip. This is my favorite bronzer. It just goes so well on my skin tone and makes my skin look a little dewy. I love this one. This is Dosney, which is our contour. I didn't really want to wear it today because I just wanted to keep this kind of neutral so that the sparkle is from Tucana is what draws attention to the eye. So I just wanted to keep it kind of neutral, but then I'm wearing a bold lip, so go figure. So my lips is my all-time favorite. I just had them out. I am wearing the lip liner in Night Moth from MAC, which is this one here. This is Night Moth from MAC. Where's the color at? There it is. And this is such a beautiful dark plum color. Now, if I'm not wearing Night Moth, I also wear Chestnut, which is another MAC lip liner. This is like a dark brown. These are my two favorite lip liners. I bounce between both of them. Sometimes I'm on a kick and I'll wear Night Moth like consistently for months on end, and then I'll switch it up and I'll be wearing Chestnut for months on end or every other day. It's just, these are the two lip liners that I wear. They are long lasting. They don't move around on my lips and they're just perfect. I've been wearing Night Moth since the 90s. So these are my favorite lip liners. And then for my lip, I'm wearing, this is old. This is Flesh Stone from MAC. This is an old lippy. And I actually have two left. I have this one here that I keep in my makeup bag, and then I have one in my purse. And I'm so nervous to run out of Flesh Stone. It doesn't look like the color that's on my lips, of course, because it's blended with Night Moth. But this is what this lippy looks like. I feel that it just goes so perfect with my medium tan, olive leaning skin tone. My favorites. Favorite combo. I love it. Okay, so that is everything that I have on my face. Now, let me see. Okay, now we are going to start with the eyes. So let me show you guys what it is that what I put together for today's look. So I paired up Penelope. It's like a pastel peachy pink. It's more on the peach side than it is on the pink side. And then Tucana, look at her shift. Tucana was super popular when we had released the shade. Um, I want to say 2021 she came out. I might be wrong. And then obviously we already know Karma. I should switch out Karma for something different, but Karma is one of the blackest mattes that I've ever touched. Ever. And it just works so good as a liner in my waterline. I love wearing it that way. And I also love to have a black like lower lash line with the color blended underneath it. There's times where I just wear Karma blown out all underneath my lash line with no other color. So it's hard for me not to not include Karma in an eye look because I use it as my waterliner. Okay, so those are the three shadows that we are going to do. Let me swatch these really quick for you. That way we could see. So here is Penelope. That way you could see, ooh, it's such a pretty color. Make sure my hand is dry. Just wiped off that. Okay, so there is Penelope. Then we're going to go into the star of the show, Tucana. Look at how beautiful this is. I love her. Now, a lot of you guys really liked my last video that I did of Blood Moon, where I just put Blood Moon on my eye only, just so that you can see what it looks like to wear just one shimmer on the eyelid. This is a sparkle bomb, so it's just one on the eyelid, one color. And I'm glad that you guys like that because it does show, it's very relatable. Anyone can do it. There's so many things that affect us in the morning when we're getting ready for work or for school or just to start our day. And being able to put yourself together to give you a boost of confidence, or, you know, whether you love to wear makeup or you just want to feel confident for the day, you want something to brighten you up, maybe a little bit self-care therapy in the morning, just putting, and you don't have a lot of time to do it. This is such a relatable look, and I was so happy that a lot of you guys enjoyed the last video that I did applying only one color to the lid, because it shows how anyone can do it. And just wearing a shimmer from your lash line up into your transition, it's doable, it's relatable, it's beautiful, and it's easy. It is so easy. Now, with my eyelids, you see this little darkness? That's because I have a chubby upper eye area. This is like really puffy and thick and it protrudes. So there is no darkness on my eyelid. It's that this is just all sparkle. But when you do look at the side, this is just a shadow. It's just a shadow because my upper eyelids, they're chubby. I have chubby eyes. So that's what's giving that darkness on my eyelid. Now, if you don't have a chubby eye area, you won't see that darkness on your eyes. But it's such a beautiful eye look. Okay, and then the last, so this is Penelope, this is Tucana, and then the last one you guys already know, my ride or die, Karma. That's it. Just 3 shadows for a quick eye look. And I'm here to show you how to get it done. So what we're going to do is, let me see, let me grab the brushes that I need, because we don't even need a lot of brushes to do this eye look. We just need a total, well, I only use a total of 3 brushes. These are the Devinah cosmetic brushes, and they're perfect for hooded eyes. So we're going to start, we're starting on priming our lids. Primer is your best friend here. We're starting with specular. Specular is our, actually, hold on. Hold on. Well, I'll tell you about it anyway. Specular is our sparkle and shimmer glue base. Tucana is not shy, obviously, as you can tell from this. I mean, I can't help but show you guys. It's addicting to see that shift. She wants to sparkle. A tacky base will make sure that every single micro sparkle is held in place. It's locks in place, doesn't slide away by hour 3. Everything is there. I've literally slept with specular on when I was testing our formula, and I slept with this several nights, more than a handful of times, just to see if it holds true to what I want it to do, which is hold sparkle. When you're using specular, just a reminder, you don't want to put it on both eyes at the same time and then add your shimmer to this eye, add your shimmer to this eye. You want to apply this to one eye at a time. So apply your specular on the eye that you're going to work on, add your sparkle, your shimmer, and then apply it on your next eye, add your sparkle, add your shimmer. You don't want to put it on both eyes, and while you're working on this eye, specular is drying down on this eye. You can do it, but it's not going to hold the sparkle. That adhesion is going to dry down. So now for Tucana. I know some of you love using your fingers with shimmers, but with hooded lids and long nails, forget about it. I cannot apply eyeshadows to my lid. So a good brush is the way to go. So first, before we jump into, actually, you know what? We are going to do it this way. Normally I work on my lower lash line, but I think I did that in Blood Moon. So let's work opposite. So today I'll start with Tucana on the lid. So I am going to use my finger though to place specular on my eyelid. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this on my fingertip. Okay. And then I'm going to use like a flat synthetic brush. I'm using a flat, it's like a shader brush, something dense enough to pick up the sparkles, but still soft enough to press and sweep across the lid. So that's it. I'm just tapping this on. See how I can't get into that inner corner. That's why I do not like to use my fingers with long nails, because I can't do it. Forget about it, like I said. Okay, so I am going to take the Devinah 105. This is like this is one of my, it's my favorite, actually, my favorite brush for sparkles and shimmers. Okay, so I'm going to load it up, but I'm not going to load it up too much to tap off extra. That's not what I want. I don't want to be raining glitter on my cheeks. So what I'm going to do is press it right onto the lid. Pat, don't drag. Pat, don't drag. Build it up in thin layers. Okay. Let each press lay down its own layer of sparks until your lid looks like it's alive. I love this. You'll see the pink come through first, and then when you tilt and when you blink, move your head just slightly, and the orange flare comes through. Okay, question for you. Are you more of a pink shift person, or do you live for like fiery orange side of shadows like this? I really want to know. So tell me down below in the comments. And I'm just going to keep adding. Remember, pat and press. You want specular to grab a hold of all your sparkles. And I like to load up my lid because once I get this down the way I want it to, look, let me tell you, I like impact. So I want to see the sparkle. I want to see the colors. I don't like using fluffy brushes to add specialty shadows to my eyes. I feel with fluffy brushes, it just lays down dispersed sparkles. I want to see the color shift. I want to see it fully opaque color shift. Now, if you like the way it looks with on your eyes with a fluffy brush, you can still do the same technique as the patting goes, because you're going to have a lot of less sparkles on your fluffy brush. So you could still pat that color onto your eyes just to make sure that it's held in. Okay, so once I got the sparkle down on my eyelid the way I want, then I'm going to just take the brush. I have no additional product on here. And I'm going to take the brush and I'm just going to start patting upwards. And this is where I get a perfect dispersed blend onto my eyelid. And then I can also, because I like to have it drag out a little bit, I can also pat my way out there to create that dispersed. Do you see how that's, you see? You see what I'm talking about? This is why it's so fun to take a specialty shade like this on a morning or an evening, afternoon, whenever you wake up and you get ready for your day. If you don't have a lot of time to do a very elaborate eye look, just take one of your favorite sparkle shadows or even a multi-chrome like we did with Blood Moon and just apply it this way. Load up your eyelid and then you just go ahead and pat it up into your where you would normally wear eyeshadow at. So like all up here is where I would normally wear a matte. And voila. I love this so much. Gosh, I love this. Okay, so that is that. Now, time to add definition. Karma, the blackest black matte you're ever going to meet, is going straight in the waterline. And I am going to use the best brush for this. This is the mini pencil brush. It's the D101. And I'm going to dip this right into Karma. Okay. It's dark. It's inky. Instantly gives the sparkly heavy look. Where's my little... I'm going to use a beauty blender just to... because I have foundation on, so I don't want to... I don't want to get... Oh, am I not in frame? Let me pull my camera closer. Karma is so good. Like I said, it's the... Okay, let me get my my mirror closer. So Karma, it's inky. It instantly gives the sparkle heavy look a backbone. Okay. Without Karma, I feel like without Karma, Tucana, it floats. With Karma, It's smolders. I mean, look at that. Look at what a difference that made. I just love to rub Karma all on my waterline. And then what I also like to do is gently along the lower lash line, keeping it tight against the roots of my lashes. I like to get it right in there. This is what gives me that blown out effect like this. Okay, so I'm going to wipe that brush off. And then here's the magic. This is the blending it out with Penelope. Okay, and I am going to use the D102 brush. It's like a little baby blender brush, shader brush. I'm sorry, shader. And I'm going to, on just one side of the brush, I'm going to take Penelope on there, just on one little side of the brush. Penelope is like a pastel peach with a pinky undertone. Yeah, it's a pastel peach pink matte. Seems innocent at first glance, right? But she's the perfect partner for this. So I'm just gonna, let me use this so you guys can see. I'm just going to tap it there on my eye, right underneath Karma. This peach, it pulls Tucana's golden like fire, that orange, and the pink side of Penelope, it like harmonizes with Tucana's softer base. You see that? It's like a perfect match. The black fades and the warmth, it like blooms, and suddenly everything feels intentional. I just love this. Would you have guessed Pastel Peach was the answer to blending a jet black lower lash line? I love this. Tell me below if you would try out this combo, or if you would swap Penelope for something bolder. What would you do? So now what I'm going to do is I grabbed some more Penelope, and I'm going to now use the brush like sideways, because I also like to carry this a little lower. I have wrinkles and crinkles right here. And what I've found is when I cover up my wrinkles and crinkles, you could see that this real long crinkle right here. It kind of masks that, and it doesn't make it as noticeable. Okay, there we go. I'm going to put a little bit more down here. I love this. It's so pretty. Okay. And then I'm just going to go back into my D101 brush, which is my little mini pencil brush. I'm going to go back into a little bit of Karma. And then I'm just going to run that again on the roots of my lashes, just to give it that perfect and seamless blend like that. I love this. Okay, so for some, I would say alternate ideas, right? For some alternate ideas, because I know not everyone will wear this exact trio, but then maybe everybody would. But Tucana is incredibly versatile. If you were to pair this with deep berry mattes, think wine and plum, it turns sultry, like molten sunset meeting twilight. Like, it'll be so beautiful. if you keep it with earthy browns, like if you wear, maybe I'm thinking earth shine for berries, I'm thinking Virago. For browns, earth shine, manic, even something softer like Persephone. If you're not familiar with those browns, let me know. Maybe I should do a brown swatch video of our mattes. It's like a soft tan in the crease. So let's say a soft tan in the crease, chocolate from Manic in the outer corner. It then becomes a glowing wearable glam moment, perfect for day to night. So, or actually, if you go cool and like contrasty, you could actually pair Tucana with like a slate gray or a like a navy liner instead of black. That would be amazing because I think the warmth in Tucana, it just jumps. This, I mean, look at, you could see how that, it's beautiful. It pops harder against, I think it would pop harder against a cooler base. I've never tried it that way, but that's what I'm thinking. I just give myself some ideas. Which one would be your vibe? Would you say like the berries, the browns, a bold contrast? Comment down below and let me know because I'm dying to see what you'd build around Tucana. I mean, this is what I came up with, and it's, to me, this is a little bit more dainty because of the softness of Penelope. So I'd love to see what you would pair with Tucana. What would you switch out with for Penelope and Karma? Would you bring in another dark color but different than black, like that navy? Or would you bring in the gray and then add another color, like maybe a pastel orange? I would love to hear what your thoughts are. Okay, so to finish, mascara. And you guys know that my favorite is Lash Princess. I've tried all the viral mascara, guys. I can't even talk right. And there's nothing like this. I keep coming back to this. I love it so much. Okay, so top lashes, they need to be drama. And that's how I love my eyelashes. So volume and length, but go lighter on the bottom lashes. I did that here. I went a little lighter. That way you can still see Penelope. Penelope can still breathe on this bottom lash line. Because if you go too dark, then you're going to hide it, especially if you don't wear a real blown out lower lash line. Now, if you're adding falsies, make them fluttery and wispy. Nothing too heavy. You don't want to block the sparkle with your falsies. So nothing too heavy. So I'm just going to add this to my lashes. Because like I said, drama. So pretty. Look at that lid though, you guys. Look at that lid. Tucana is like pure fireworks. And you guys know, fireworks are something, I don't care. Look, if I could see fireworks every weekend for 52 weekends in the year, I would do it. There's just something about fireworks that I love. I love the smell of the sulfur. I love the sparkle, the glimmer, the booms. It's not just about 4th of July. It's the fireworks for me, okay? It's the actual firework. And that's what Tucana is. Okay, so let me get my lower lash line. And Tucana, with its shift from pink to like this orange gold, framed by Karma's darkness, softened by Penelope's warmth. It's bold, it's radiant, It's surprisingly easy. I mean, come on. I love the way this turned out. Once you know the right pairings, the right pairings of colors. So here's the real truth. Most people that I found they're intimidated by shades like Tucana. They think it's too much for like everyday wear. Um, or they're afraid it'll look messy. But to be real, sparkle can be controlled by the way that you apply it to your face, to your eyes. It doesn't have to be as intimidating as you think, especially when you're pairing sparkles with other colors. You want to anchor it with depth. You want to balance it with softness. That's where I was pulled in Penelope, and suddenly it's not intimidating. It's irresistible, actually, because like I said, I cannot stop looking at just the shift. I love it. So tell me, because I want to know, would you wear Tucana for a night out, or would you be bold enough to rock it on a Starbucks run? Because I'm going to Costco after this. I have some things that I got to pick up. And that's it. And that's it. That's it for today's one eye done, one eye to go. You guys, this was so quick, so simple. I love this. What do you guys think? Please tell me. Do you guys, the other one eye to go episodes that I've done, I've done more than just 3 colors. And this is the second video that I've done with just one shimmer on the lid. Are you guys liking this? I need to know. Chat with me down below in the comments, and whether you answer any of my questions, I don't care. You could pause the video, answer my questions with your responses, and then let me know also if you end up doing 3-4 comments on the video. For one, thank you. That'll help my channel reach a wider audience. I would appreciate it. Secondly, thank you, because it will let me know that you're enjoying this, or do you want to see the mats, how I wear my mats in my crease. I make a faux crease. So let me know what you prefer. Or does it not matter? You just like to see the content regardless. Either way, I want to know. So if you had fun hanging out with me and seeing Tucana in action being placed on the lid with nothing else than specular on the lid. That's all I have. Look at this. That's all I have. And that shift is so good. You know what? I think I am going to put, this is so pretty. I think I am going to put some highlighter on. So I am going to dig into Fun Dip. Let me show you guys. I'm going to use a quick little, this is like a concealer brush. Oh, hold on. Let me do it with, instead of doing it with that, this is Fun Dip. And also sometimes I don't like, look, I'm just going to keep it real. There's a name for this. I forgot what it is. It's hereditary. My grandmother actually had this. I have very baggy under eyelids. See how it puffs out right here? And from my understanding, my grandmother had told me about it before she had passed, that I have to go to the doctors and they actually will, it's fluid. It's fluid in here and it has to be removed, like sucked out. I'm scared to death to do that. So I just deal with it looks like I freaking have the biggest bags of America. So I have puffy bags, and my bone, I mean, you could see how my cheekbone comes out here. Do you see this? It's it's protruding. I have very high cheekbones. And that's one of the other reasons why I don't wear highlighter much, because I feel like it kind of accentuates that. And I don't want to wear highlighter too low, because then it doesn't look right. But look at that glow from Fun Dip. Can you see that? Oh, there we go. Now you can see it there. Ooh, I'm telling you this. I have the Fun Dip and Ozma are my favorite. Oh, and actually Xana too. Xana is my favorite. Xana is it's like a multi-chrome highlighter that multi-chromes were actually around, guys, way before the rise of multi-chromes. Devinah was born in 2015, and I had multi-chrome highlighters in 2015. Cosma, and I still have them to this day. Cosma, Iridessa, Nixie, and shit, Xana. But look at that. Do you see that? See, it looks pretty, but then I have this problem here. Oh well, what are you gonna do? But I think I'll wear some highlighter today. Why not? I mean, it's a fun look, right? It's so simple, it's so easy. I'll throw on some highlighter that way you guys can see. And I love it. I love the way it looks. Oh my goodness. Tell me what you think down below. Okay, so if you guys loved hanging out with me, and seeing Tucana in action, like I said, then make sure to hit that like button. It really helps my channel reach more people and helps people find these type of tutorials. And I'm hoping that you guys like this because, like I said, it's not elaborate and it's easy to follow, right? And I think it's easy to see just one eye being done. It doesn't take up a lot of time. We don't have two eyes to go. Um, they're simple, they're relatable, and anyone can do it of any age. So it really helps when you do like the video. It really helps these videos be found by more people. And if you're new, then I'd hope you subscribe so that you can see more of these videos and you don't miss the next shade that we dive into. Speaking of which, if you're ready to see another eyeshadow done like this in a look, then stay tuned because I have one coming real soon, and you can actually watch one pop up on your screen here or here, and you can watch that, and I'll see you in the next one.